Hello there, everyone. Welcome to Christopher's Entertainment Blog. I am your host, Chris. Welcome back for another review video for Arrow, Season 4, Episode 19, entitled Canary Cry. Holy cow, guys. This episode was one of the strongest, solidest episodes I think they've done in a long time. I really thought this was a great episode. Even though it was great, it was still a depressing episode though. It was hard to watch at times. It really was, and I really thought it was a great episode. Some of my positives that I really liked about this episode was the way the episode went, portraying Laurel as being dead. She's gone. And and then you see Captain Lance trying to find every way possible to bring her back in this world now that he knows there's resurrection. I mean, he's seen his daughter die a couple times, and they brought her back to life, and then she is on a ship traveling through time and space. And he also knows of this guy who can travel at the speed of light, the Flash. So I mean, and there's these metahumans with all these different powers and abilities, and so he believes that there is a way to bring her back, and there might be. They just maybe don't know about it yet. But I think they were really trying to put it in people's minds that she's gone, that there is no coming back. They destroyed the Lazarus Pit. Sarah, I think, is still a possibility. I mean, she's traveling throughout time, but we don't know where that's going to lead. I think the Flash is also a possibility as well. I mean, he can go through time as well. So I mean, there's a few possibilities there. Don't know if they're going to. I don't know if they're going to explore that. I don't think they should. I think because this episode was so strong and so emotional throughout the whole entire episode, I actually think it would kind of diminish this episode if they would bring her back. I mean, it would be like, well, I mean, this episode doesn't even matter anymore. I mean, who cares? Because they've killed off Moira Queen, they've killed off Tommy. They've been gone for a while, and they're not coming back. So at least not current timeline. Maybe in flashbacks they'll come back. I think I'm going to say it's a possibility that they bring her back, but I'm going to say they won't. I think she's done. I think she's done, and I think that the character should stay dead, of Laurel. I think that should be it. But I won't be surprised if they somehow bring her back. But I think it would weaken this episode and the death of her if they would bring her back, really. Another positive for me was the acting throughout this entire episode was so good, between Oliver, Stephen Amell, to Diggle and Thea, and Paul Blackthorne, who plays Captain Lance. Just heartbreaking scenes with him breaking down at that factory or whatever with Oliver there. That was tough to watch, man, for me. I mean, I was like, wow, this is tough. And then Diggle having his breakdown and just that rage and everything. I mean, I was like, wow, this is a super strong episode for acting in this. Just so good. And even those flashbacks that they showed with Laurel in it that I thought were great, better than the Leanne Yu flashbacks they've been doing regularly throughout this season. I thought these flashbacks to the season 1 or early season 2 Oliver was great. That stuff in between there that we didn't know with Laurel, I thought was great. And I thought Laurel was really good in those scenes too. So that was a huge positive for me. Also, I thought the villain that they put in of this Evelyn Sharp storyline, weaving the Damien Dark stuff in there, I thought was cool. I actually kind of liked her better in that uniform than Laurel, actually. So I wouldn't mind seeing her come back again and maybe training with the team. That would be kind of cool. Maybe freshen up the story a little bit with a new Canary in there. Why not? Have her continue on the Black Canary legacy. I don't see why not. But I mean, her acting was a little less than maybe some of the other actors in there. But I think that she will eventually get stronger and stronger if she continues to be on the show. I did have a few small negatives in this episode, not very much because it was a strong episode. The one negative was the actual. They didn't really explain how the new Canary, the Evelyn Sharp character, how she actually modified that collar, the Canary Cry collar of Laurel's. It was supposed to be only for her, and somehow she modified it and made it even stronger. They didn't really explain that very well. That was kind of a loophole there, kind of very shoddy, writing around that. They just kind of brushed it to the side after a while. So I wish they would have touched on that a little bit more and explained like how she modified this. I mean, she's not like a scientist or anything. So I mean, I don't know how that came about. I mean, the uniform as well. I mean, I don't know where she got the uniform. Yeah, I mean, they didn't really explain very much of that, really. Another small negative would be the scene at the end with the Flash coming in and talking to Oliver, and then he speeds off. And if any of you watch the Flash and you're caught up, you will know that the Flash currently in the last episode does not have his speed anymore. So it's a little bit of a continuity type error going on here. Like, how does he have his speed? I don't know if this takes place before or after he loses, or before he loses his speed, or if does this take place after he regains his speed? I mean, I don't know. It's kind of confusing. I like to think that this is after he regains his speed, and then he comes in and but I mean, I just wish they I don't know, it just the continuity's a little off, and that was kind of a negative to me. I'm like, what the heck, that's kind of odd. But yeah, I mean, this overall, this was a strong episode that I really enjoyed, and we are going to find out if Oliver is actually going to do what he said he's going to do, and that's kill Damien Dark. I don't know if he's going to revert back to season one Oliver or not. I think that would be kind of cool if he did, but I don't think so. I think he's going to get to the edge and then pull back and not kill Damien Dark. But we'll see. It should be really cool moving forward. We got 4 episodes to go. Hey guys, please let me know in the comments what you liked about this episode and what you didn't like about this episode. But that will do it for me for this week. I will see you guys next week. Until then, take it easy.